Hey, howdy folks, Rampage here with the review of the first Raw after the draft. And God, what a hell of a show that was. Where do you even start? Well, there's one place to start, and it's got to be Sasha Banks taking on Charlotte and defeating her for the title. My God, what a match. That is what we've been waiting for women's wrestling. That was the Divas Revolution we've been waiting for. That was amazing. Brilliant back and forth match. My comment on Twitter was, when a real match ends, you shouldn't look like two people that walked out of a hair salon. Blood, sweat, and tears, and they were all involved in that match. Well, not blood, but you know what I mean. Amazing match. Back and forth action. On the outside at one point, Charlotte gets up in Sasha Banks' face, holds the title in front of her, says this will never be yours. Sasha kicks the title out of her hand, shoves her up against the ring, rolls Charlotte into the ring, and you see her grab the title, look at it. She looks at Dana Brooks and does the most wonderful thing. She tosses the belt to Dana Brooks and then falls back on the ground, feigns injury, pulls at Eddie Guerrero. The ref turns around, sees Sasha Banks laid out. She sees Dana Brooks holding the title, boots her. And in the end, Sasha Banks does get the clean win, 1-2-3. Perfect. Just wonderful. I've been waiting to see Sasha Banks take the throne for a while, and this was amazing to see. But now that we've covered that, let's go back to the beginning of the night. How do we start off? We've got our opening segment, Mick Foley. We've got Stephanie in the ring, talk about what's going on. About Roman Reigns, he's not a good guy. He's not a bad guy. He's a loser. Because, yeah, he lost. And they don't have his title now on the show. So, they need to do something about that. They're going to crown a Universal Champion. Which, we'll see where this goes, because I'm not completely sold on the idea of a Universal Champion. But, time will tell. I also think, Cody Rhodes, the cosmic key that Stardust was looking for is the Universal Championship. Bank on that. But they decided to be two fatal four-ways, and the winners of those two matches will then fight each other tonight as well. And that winner will face Seth Rollins to be the Universal Champion at SummerSlam. So they call out the four people going to be involved: Cesaro, Owens, Rusev. Then it's Sheamus, Zayn, Jericho, Reigns, and last but not least, they call out Finn Balor. And to watch him strut past Rollins was a thing of beauty. Our first match was Cesaro, Owens, Rusev, and Finn Balor. Amazing back and forth match. They're all NXT talent, so they all work super well together. Amazing match. And in the end, to no one's surprise, well, maybe a little bit, we all were hoping and dreaming Finn Balor does take the win. Awesome, awesome match. After that, we had Nia Jax take on Britt Baker. And because we have our new NXT star taking on the independent wrestler who didn't get an entrance, guess what? She squashed her. No surprise. Great build for Nia Jax. And hell, when's the last time we saw an independent wrestler on Raw? I thought that was pretty amazing. Throughout the entire night, we have R-Truth and Goldust playing Pokemon Go, which is absolutely amazing to see. I love the fact the two of them are playing. It actually carries over from Goldust playing Pokemon Go on Up, Up, Down, Down a couple days ago. So I thought it was super rad. We have our second fatal four-way of the night. We have Sheamus, Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, and Chris Jericho. Once again, killer match, back and forth. Roman Reigns wins this. And I'm not a huge Roman Reigns fan, but this is the Roman Reigns I've been waiting for. He's sort of this new monster. Just pure power, tossing people around, power bombs up the wazoo. I'm really digging the Razor's Edge into the powerbomb. I think that's an awesome move, and I think he does it really well. So, that gives us our two people for the main event. Finn Balor, Roman Reigns. We'll get back to that. After that, we have the New Day come out for their 337-day celebration. Longest reigning tag team champions ever. R.I.P. hooligans. Paul London, Brian Kendrick, you will be missed. They come out, they decide they're going to bring someone with them from the crowd to make him honor a member of the New Day. They pull up a guy out of the ring, pull a guy out of the crowd. He seems super stoked. I didn't realize it's a plant at first, but when they start doing their whole sketch comedy routine of the, hey, Sonny Boy, what's your name? Sonny Boy. No, what's your name? Sonny Boy. On your birth certificate, what does it say? Sonny Boy. When you get bills in the mail, you get the point. But at the end of all that, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows show up, and they kick the bloody hell out of everybody. Leave them lying, and walk away. I like that. This was classic NWO style beatdown by the club. I think we'll probably see them aligned with Finn Balor at some point. I'm waiting for that. Bulletproof Balor Club. Come on, people, we can make this happen. After that, we have the returning Neville taking on the last person picked in the draft, Curtis Axel. Okay, match. Neville does get the win. We see the return of the Red Arrow. Pretty cool to say. Wasn't a lot of suspense there. After that, we have Braun Strowman showing up with the sides of his head shaved, still with long hair. He's now also sporting a Jedi braid on one side, but he's still got the Wyatt gear. Kind of weird. Facing James Ellsworth. Who is he? I don't know. I tried to look him up. Couldn't find him online. All I know is he got the holy crap kicked out of him by Braun Strowman, who defeated him with a reverse chokeslam, grabbing him by the back of the neck, picking him up, slamming him on the mat. Little tiny guy bounced. Kind of scary to watch. But Braun Strowman does get the win. No surprise there. Next up, Enzo and Cass come out. Cut a pretty rad promo. Shining Stars come out to interrupt them. I am horribly disappointed there was no allusion to Los Matadores. I really wanted, I wanted a no bull line from Enzo and Cass. That would have made my night. Otherwise, pretty good back and forth match between them. In the end, R-Truth is still playing Pokemon Go. He's ignoring the loading screen, which obviously says, pay attention to your surroundings. But he doesn't. He walks to the match, distracts one of the members of Shining Stars, eats a big boot from Cass, and Enzo and Cass get the win. I like this. It sort of sets them up as dominant in the tag team division. After that, we have our main event. We have Finn Balor taking on Roman Reigns. Once again, great back and forth match. I love when you get smaller guys like Finn Balor who can bump like hell for Roman Reigns. And he spent the first part of the match just tossing him around the ring. He powerbombed him every which way but Sunday. It was everything from a regular powerbomb to the double powerbomb to the breaking out of an armbar by powerbombing him. I'm going to say that Roman Reigns comes from the powerbomb district of the WWE. Hashtag powerbomb district. I'm trying to make this a thing. We'll see if it catches on. But in the end, Finn Balor, coup de grace, hits the double foot stomp, gets the clean win. Clean win, setting up Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam for the Universal title. That's going to be amazing to see. Amazing to see him get the clean win. Roman Reigns, after the match, says, hey, he beat me. I hope he beats Rollins. I want to fight him again. Show our respect. So we're not getting crazy heel Reigns, but we are getting this crazy monster Reigns, which I am totally enjoying. And that wraps up Raw. I guess the few other things to touch on is they changed the look of Raw. The LEDs behind the stage are now curved. They're not flat. They've also got a new arc truss, and they've got in two directions. One that goes front to back, and there's one that goes up and over. and they've changed the way the announcers sit. So you have Corey Graves, Byron Saxton, and Michael Cole are your 3 announcers for Raw, but they are now sitting up on the ramp, like on the stage. So they're up to the left-hand side of the entrance ramp, which is pretty rad to see. But, the strange thing is, every time they have them talk, they're not filming them from the front, like looking at the announce desk on the stage. They're filming it from behind the desk, and everyone's standing up looking at the camera. So it feels like sort of they're in class and the teachers called on them to stand up to answer. So it's a bit weird there. Overall, I'm liking it. They set a good tone for Raw. There's still a few things that make it different. We don't have any information about the Cruiserweight division other than, hey, we had a cool Neville match. But that's it. So that's Rampage Reviews Raw. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.